Welcome everyone to today's episode of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimates. In this episode, we do stuff. I'm going to show you what I've done since last time. I can't craft any of the weapons yet, but I did do all of the 3-star quests, which was basically just a bunch of kill these small monsters or the egg quest. And I did a bunch of these smaller 4-star quests. So yeah, I still got 2 Nursilla and 2 Chipseros, these 2 quests available, which I'm going to do offline. We definitely need to do them because we need Nursilla materials anyway, so that's okay. The only ones I have open right now are Zamtrios and the Lagombi. And also we got a request from the guild to hunt the Bezarios in the Everwood. So yeah. These are going to be our free monsters for today. I think that's about it. I'm not going to prepare per se. I'm not going to take a break to prepare this time because I'm already prepared. The only thing I need to do is, I don't know, get the cook involved. And then we can be off to hunt the Zamtrios. Really excited for today's episode. I'm going to get more excited as the series continues because the monsters continue to be absolutely amazing. Okay, here we go. We also just have a new area. Let's take a cleanser with us, why not? This is a new area called the Frozen Seaway. It's a really cool area. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite ice areas in the series. It's so cool. Like the inclusion of basically, you know, you see this like this huge whirlpool right there, where just the frozen chunks of ice are rotating around, and you have you basically, you will see the next area we're going to is basically your fight on frozen chunks in the water. Aww. There they are. My poor little friends. Aww. There it is. I have to say one of my favorite early monsters in the series. It's a Zamtrios. It's just this huge whale shark thing. Oh my god, these cutscenes are so cute. I love it. And yeah, it can freeze over to make it look more aggressive and intimidating. So the Palico army is basically running away. Here we go. It's a Zamtrios. I fucking love that transition. Like, I love these transitions that go directly into gameplay. That's one of my favorite things about this game so far. These cutscene transitions that directly go into gameplay. It's something that Xenoblade 3 did, and was a huge focus on that development. And I don't know why it's not more common in the gaming space. So, let me just Here we go, Zamtrios. Love me a good Zamtrios. Also, Zamtrios is one of the weapons we can make, so for next time we will have a new weapon available. We're still hunting with the original charge blade. Let me just power up my shield. I'm still not used to it. Monster Hunter 1 has completely corrupted my Monster Hunter skills. It's actually not optimal that it actually starts out in a raged mode. Like this. And yeah. Once we power up like this. Oh yeah, it's going swimming. Like you see this, you bounce a lot when it's in ice mode, and it's not really optimal. But once we power up our X, power up into X mode, it's actually really good. Also, camera in these games can get kind of iffy, but this game feels so smooth compared to Monster Hunter 1, like holy shit. Let's go. Sad that it actually stopped me, but okay. I will get over this. Such a cool monster. I love Zamtrios so much. And yeah, ball mode. This is one of the funniest things about this monster is its ball mode. Basically blows up once it takes enough damage in that ice mode. It just blows up like this, and it's just a giant gloop of a ball. Also, the ball mode can dish out some really strong damage, like. Something I didn't mention yet about Charge Blade is its guard point, which I'm going to maybe demonstrate. It's basically points where you have your shield forward during attacks. Like, there's certain attacks that puts your shield forward and you actually block when you do them. Like, when a monster attacks you, it's a legit way to block an attack with your shield. Here we go. Let's lose that. And recharge. So yeah, write in the comments if you actually want to see more of more weapon types in the series. Because I definitely want to show off Insect Glaive, but I need a little bit of practice. It's the first weapon I played this game with. So yeah, I definitely want to show off Insect Glaive. Maybe some other weapons as we go along, especially in the online. You can easily craft all of those weapons. Let's get... We already did a good chunk of damage, and we need to sharpen really badly. I really love this game. It's not until high rank until this game gets really hard, I would say. Like, really, really hard. Oh, come on. I know you're angry. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah. Zamtrios is the most dangerous in its power-up ice state. Like this. It can dish out a ton of damage in that. And that's where it's the most dangerous. I would say in its ball state and its normal state, it's not really that much of a challenge. But you need to watch out for this stage. Also, I didn't use a paintball. It's a big mistake. Use paintball, guys. I know that a lot of online hunters hunt without paintballs because they know exactly where the monster is going to go. But having paintball the monster spares you so much trouble in the long run. Need to use the mega potion, sadly. Fuck. Zamtrios is really not that difficult. It doesn't do huge amounts of damage. I would say that Gormagala fight was a exception, because you're basically fighting on a really small boat. The camera's getting crazy. Again. Oh, come on. Go back out. Come on. Shouldn't be too hard. I don't think it takes too long anymore. We already did a huge chunk of damage. There it goes into ball mode again. So yeah, that rolling attack is pretty much a lot of damage. As you can see, its ball mode does a good amount of damage, but it's not really that quick, I would say. Here we go. That's Zamtrios. It died in its ball mode. It has different animations, death animations based on in which mode it dies. It usually died in the ball mode, and it looks really pathetic. What a creature. It's a really, really cool monster design, I have to say. So, see you in town. And we're back with more Monster Hunter for Ultimate. Here we got a few new quests added to our quest pool, which is Golden Fish and another 2 Wyvern eggs. Yay. Yay. So next up is the Lagombi. And this time I'm going to meet you there. Here we are with a new monster. It's just a snowball. It's just a snowball. Just a normal snowball. That's a huge one. There we go. Holy. Those monster introductions are really impressive, like... Especially in this game. There we go. Lagombi! So... Another Lagombi quest. Oh yeah, I moved the camera to the left. If you didn't notice, I moved the camera to the left on both series, so you can actually see the 3DS screen. I think that's okay if you can see the lower screen. There's not too much going on. So, Lagombi. It's one of the bear trio. Although I would say Volvidon is not really a bear. And Lagombi is more of a bunny type, but who am I to judge? Yeah, Azuros, Lagombi, and Volvidon is usually the bear trio. They are pretty similar in build, that's why they are called like this. Like, they're standing up on their hind legs and stuff. Actually, Lagombi is a pretty late introduction for this game, because usually Lagombi, Azuros, and Volvidon are pretty early monsters. Volvidon less so, because it's usually associated with a volcano. So as you can see, Lagombi has the usual bear swipe attacks, and you know, is pretty quick. Lagombi in this game is way more menacing because you are so much slower than it. Like, it's so much quicker. It's not really that difficult, but I still appreciate it for what it is. Like, its attack ranges are not that big. Like, you can easily avoid its attacks. Oh, that was a knockout. Pretty good. Once we have more charge blades, I'm going to go into more in-depth about charge blade vials and how they work. For now, we only have the impact vials for the charge blade, which basically makes it so that we can knock monsters out. Which is also a really good thing, I would say. But yeah, I'm not really a charge blade master, to be honest. But, you know, I want to go along and explain stuff. Most of the stuff I'm going to explain is basically covered in other videos, but I want to cover the series as much as possible. So yeah, I think for now, for what it is, you can actually see pretty well that the way the charge blade works. I think, you know, you see me powering up the charge blade, then unleashing everything in X mode, hitting the monster. If I have the window open, I can do a full discharge. If there's no window open, I don't do a full discharge. Let's use a whetstone first. I think Lagombi might already be done. Like, I cover especially the monster and the fights. Like this, for example. The monster is down. I have enough time to do a full discharge and kill the monster with it. Like, that's our strongest attack that we can have. A full discharge, attack at the monster with all of our vials. That's the strongest attack that we have, and You should only use it if you have a window open. Let me just say that. That's it for Lagombi. It's a pretty solid monster. Not really that difficult. And yeah, I'll see you in town. And we are back in town. We have a few requests. First of all, the Chiku-san's chief. And the chief wants us to hunt down a Najarala, which we probably won't get to in this episode. The current veneer something. Yeah, he's telling us we're building a airship, so once we're done with all of the Chiku-san's trouble, we're going back to Harv to build it. And he only has something to say about Palico equipment, right? Palico equipment can be forged from scraps, which we get if we send out our Palicos, which I'll probably do. Speaking of Palicos, as you can see, I picked up a little guy, a blue and black Palico. I just picked him up for the colors, but he actually has a decent skill, which is called Provoke. So he provokes a monster into attacking him, which is a really good skill for early game. And yeah, hunting a Natarala will expand our kitchen. I think the Natarala is... It's also urgent, right? There's also Kezu. I don't think we hunted a Kezu before, right? Okay, that's 2 new monsters for next time. For this time, I just want to do a Bazarios. I'll meet you when I'm prepared. And here we go with a Bazarios. I'm actually going to show you the way there. Because it's in the Everwoods, which is... But it's a normal guild quest. The guild has just commissioned us for this, so it's a normal guild quest. So if we cut 3 times, we will fail the quest. So yeah, that's still a thing. Yeah, Bazarios. It's going to be difficult because Bazarios is going to make us bounce a lot off of its makes our attacks bounce off a lot. So it's going to be really interesting. There's nothing here, just normal rocks. It's just a normal rock. Or is it? Bazarios is actually just a smaller version of a Gravios, like a child version of Gravios. But since it was discovered later, they are actually called different monsters. But yeah, the adulthood and child connection wasn't discovered until later. Between those. Wow. That mount just blew up in my face. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, our attacks bounce off way more often. Not even sure if we can do anything about it. Really that much. Bazarios are pretty hard, like they are literally rocks. They have a few soft spots, usually around the legs. So that's where we should hit them. So yeah, we're going to hunt the Gravios later as well, which is basically the adult version of a Basarios. The cool thing about the Charge Blade is that these swings, which use files, can't bounce off of a monster. So if you have files stored up, which I don't actually right now. Here we go. Come on. That this thing can actually fly with how big it is weird. Doesn't make too much sense. Like the wings would need to be extremely stable, and you know how birds are usually like really not that chunky or not that heavy. Like a lot of the bones have like extra stuff in them, are basically hollow inside, like to make them not too heavy so that they can actually fly. I don't think a wyvern made out of rock would be able to fly in the real world. Not really. Like either the Basarios, all of these rocks are hollow inside. And by extension also the Gravios. Let's power up. Or yeah. Basically all of this is supposed to be a exterior. If it's supposed to fly, it needs to be an exterior or something. Like just a hollow exterior, really hard exterior, and once you crack it open, it's basically nothing inside. Or maybe, yeah, it could be that it's basically full of sleeping gas chambers. Or combustible gas chambers, because Basarios does have sleeping, and as you can see, it does have combustion gas and sleeping gas inside. So maybe the gas actually makes it a lot lighter than it looks. That could be it. Like Monster Hunter does have a lot of these tiny, small details that you basically overlook, but actually makes sense in the long run. Oh, it's not sleeping. Isn't Gravios sleeping? And usually I associate Basarios with sleeping gas, but maybe it's just poison. That was a little bit too quick. Let's sharpen for now. So yeah, having two Palicos is also a really cool thing. I like it. So let's try to hunt the Basarios. So yeah, you can't topple it. It looks like this. It just rolls over. So yeah, let's prepare for what's to come. I actually like the little touch. I don't think Basarios are as green as this one, usually. I actually like the touch that they made him more green because he's basically native to Everwood. Where is it? Oh, it's hiding in as a rock again. Here we go. You can't hide from me. Zamtrios. It also has such a long shout. Oh my god. Did it just go backwards again? There is only 2 areas in this Everwood that it actually can go to, I think. Oh my god. Where is it? It's this one, right? Yeah. Oh, it's already at that stage, huh? Here we go. That's Zamtrios. It's a good concept for a monster. It's a good early monster actually, because it teaches you hit zones very well. Like you need to attack certain zones of it to not bounce. I think it's harder for other weapons probably, but yeah. I will see you in town again. Here we are, back in town, and nothing has changed. Since we are not finished. Next time we will probably hunt a Naturala and a Kezu. Probably Kezu first. Because why not? Thanks everyone for watching. This was a good episode. I really love this episode. I really love Zamtrios and Zamtrios and Lagombi. All of these are some really cool monsters. I hope you appreciate the episode. If you want to see more of this, please consider liking and subscribing. Comment down below if you want some things changed. I'm always open to change the way I do these things. And thank you everyone for watching. And goodbye.